Hi, I'm Louise Tribe with the Charlotte New Home Link. We are here today at Superior School of Real Estate to learn more about the Charlotte area new home construction. My special speaker is Chuck Graham of Newton Home Consultants.
And if we look here at the townhouse market, you will see the peak was about 3,400, about twice the number of condos. The townhouse market about twice the size of the condo market. And you'll see that the townhouse trough also dropped to about 500, and we're now at about the 600 number. So that market is still in pretty much disarray, not picking up much on the new home side. Again, I think some shortages on the new home side. But in reality, that difficulty on the new home side has really caused a surge in the existing market for condominiums and townhouses because people are looking for them. They can't find new. If that's the lifestyle they want, they're going to have to play the existing side of the market to make that play out for them. Then if we look at the single family market, peaking at 27,000 permits, dropped to 5,000, and there's that 9,300 number that Precis had projected for single family permits for 2013. And that's the number they're suggesting might go to 15,000 in 2014, okay? Then the next set of data here deals with the new closings of the new home market. Condos peaked at about 2,000, still haven't reached the trough, 150 new condo closings versus 2,000 at the peak. That says there's a shortage on the new side, okay? Then if we look at the townhouse piece of closings, 2,900 down into the 600s and still circling about the same place. So townhouse market stronger than condo market, but both nothing new happening. So people who want that lifestyle are only able to shop existing. An interesting new community might be Bright Walk. Anybody been to Bright Walk? Some interesting townhouses there, some advancements on floor plans, and doing fairly well. Not as well as they had expected, but doing fairly well on the new side. Pardon?
Where is that located? Bright Walk? Bright Walk. Where is that located?
It's up Statesville Road. You can see town from it. It was where the old Double Oaks apartments were and duplexes. Charlotte Mecklenburg Housing Partnership basically bought the ground from the city and bringing it into the market. Interestingly, high-end single-family detached is going much stronger than they thought the townhouses were. And ooh, what do we researchers know when strange things like that happen, okay?
So when you were talking about the condo townhomes, is that including anything about downtown?
Yes, it's all in there.
That's all in there?
It's all in there, okay?
You.
Okay, now if we look at the single-family market on new closings, we see a peak here of about let's see, I can't read that number. We've got a peak here of about 19,000, a trough of about 4,500, up to 7,500. I mean, that's almost double where the trough was. So the new single-family detached market is beginning to pick up steam and have a position in the overall marketplace. Then let's look here at median new closing prices. You'll see condos really didn't peak over here till about 2007 with the 235, dropped to 190, we're up to 245, so we've had some nice growth. Townhouses, let's see, their peak looks about 179 in 2000, dropped to 159. We're up to about 175. Single family, peaked here about 235, dropped to 208. We're now over that at 247. So good price increases. We typically hear numbers, 8-9% increase in Charlotte, which is much more realistic than we hear in these markets that were hugely depressed. The reason we're not picking up as much is we weren't depressed as much, okay? Then perhaps other places that are more important to you as realtors is the existing home market. What's happening there during this period of time? So down here we have resale closings. And you will see here on the condo side, resales peaked at about 15,000, if you can believe that. Dropped to 870. We're now up to about 846. Townhouses, peaked around 1,700, down to 611. Single-family detached peaked at 32,000, dropped to 13,000. So if you think about trying to be in the existing home market, 32,000 versus 15,000 gives you the flavor. Certainly not the 75% drop we saw on the new home side, but still recent unpleasantness for each of y'all to deal with during that period of time. Then if we look down here with regards the median sales prices, you'll see condos right here peaked at about 143, dropped to 139, back up to 147. Townhouses peaked about 129, dropped to 118. We're back up to 129. Single family peaked about 166, dropped to 154, up about 195. So good growth on the price side. And then down here we have total closings. And this is where I use the 2011. The total market in 2006 was 60,000 transfers, condominiums, townhouses, single-family detached, both new and existing, okay? So we all got kind of used to 61,000. That was great fun, wasn't it? And then, of course, if you track through this from 61,000, the trough was about 30,000, a 50% drop. Again, what that really means is kind of the mix of the new and attached. The new dropped 75%, the existing dropped 50%. So existing is a much larger share of the marketplace today than it was in 2006. That suggests there's room for the new home market to kind of climb out and perhaps regain its percentage of the total marketplace over time. And then down here at the bottom, we have total closing prices. And at the very bottom, you'll see we peaked at about 186,000. We dropped to 167,000. We're now at about 196,000. Again, one of the good things in Charlotte is prices did not drop severely. And so people on the existing home side, when they had to sell, could sell and not hurt as much as they were in many other markets. So I think it's an important exhibit to kind of understand 61,000, 30,000, and pricing fairly stable as to what we've been through during this period of time. Okay. The next exhibit is looking at some major relationships between all the stuff we just talked about and what was really kind of happening to us. I've got these done by percentage of closings by product type. And so if we look at the condominium market, we've got resales and new and the relationship between those. So if you're reading this correctly, resales were about 4.29, these were about 3, so the existing market was about 35% stronger than the new market. We go way over here, the existing market is 175 times the new market. So you kind of get the feeling is what's happened as the new market has dropped out, the existing market has had to fill back in. So there's a lot more velocity on the existing condo market, a lot more velocity on the existing townhome market because there's nothing new in the marketplace for people to look at. Also happened on the single family side, not as severely as it did. Again, hard to finance condominiums, hard to finance townhouses, hard to get the mortgages on those. So those are somewhat difficult for us. Another set of stats here that's kind of interesting. Let's go down here to permits to closing percentages. If we look here, as to what's happening there on the permit side, fairly stable because the market's dropping off. But if we look at single-family lots to permits, in '06 there were 41% more lots closing than houses that we closed. Huge surge in that. And if we go down here to the most recent, lots were 25% less than permits. So kind of getting a feeling about what's happening on the land market and how that's relating to the overall marketplace, okay? Again, if you're really interested in all these numbers, drop me your business card and I'll be glad to send you some of these other exhibits that we didn't think were as important to you as the ones we've posted on Link, okay? Now this, I believe, is the most powerful exhibit I have to show you here today, okay? And let me take a little bit of time to explain what I've attempted to do. Let's imagine that every time you take a portion of the sales side of a contract, that your take home is 1.5%. Now, it certainly varies a bit, but that assumes a 3% co-broke, and half of it's yours and half of it's your broker. So I had to pick some number to use, and obviously it varies, but I thought that was a fair enough number to play with. And I apologize if your number is higher, but anyway, that was and I'm not going to apologize if yours is lower, okay? So imagine for a moment that your business, the units you sell, is exactly proportional to the marketplace. So like if the market closed 35 single-family detached houses and one condominium, you'd have one condo and 35 houses. So it's an exact reflection of the marketplace. What percentage were condos, new and existing? What percentage were townhouses, new and existing? What percentage were single-family detached, new and existing? That's kind of the mix. If you were perfectly reflective of the marketplace, then you would sell in the same mix as the marketplace. And I use the median price of each of those product types to figure what your commission would be. Have I made that clear what I'm trying to do here? Now, obviously, you're going to be more skilled in one piece of the market than the other. But I wanted to kind of reflect, if your business exactly reflected the marketplace, what would the average commission be? And what percentage of that commission would be with regards to each of those product types? So in 2006, the average 1.5% commission of the exact reflection of the marketplace would be $2,683.03, okay? And interestingly, $1,300 of it, the most important piece of it, would be your work with the existing single-family detached market. We all know that, don't we? That's where most of our business is. The second most important part, interestingly, would have been new single-family detached at a little over $1,000. So really that's telling us the new market is would have been almost half your business versus the existing home market. So you might think back to 2006, what was your percentage new homes versus existing on the single-family detached side? Obviously Louise and I are here to get you to help the new home market. I will admit that. So this is my way to get your attention about, you really should know the new home market, okay? But look at how little contribution would have come from condos and townhouses. Even in '06, when they were very, very strong, a very small percentage of your business, a small percentage of your income would come to you from new condos, $94 of the average commission, new townhouses, $100, existing townhouses, $52, existing condos, $90. And you all already knew that. It's only Lindsay who doesn't know that. Lindsay does wonderful work on the attached side of the marketplace. And it's kind of like, where can I fish when there are no fishermen? So that's the other side of the equation. You know, why fight all the comps? Why not find a place that everybody thinks ridiculous and control it? Okay.